And welcome to Phillies Pregame Live. Colin Daly, Ben Goldstein, and boy, oh boy, home game of the 2022 season for the Phillies. And somehow, some way, it is November 3rd, a Thursday. Powder Blues playing live baseball.
Woo! It's going well. Still a little shocked from last night. But I got a great hat today, which I'm wearing on my head with the World Series patch. The Phillies are playing baseball in the greatest stadium in baseball, other than Fenway and Wrigley. And they're wearing the Powder Blues. And guess what? They're still 2 wins away from the World Series. We're in a great position when pivot to fly. Let's just go out and play baseball.
It's crazy. Now, yesterday obviously was not what the Phillies had in mind to follow up their historic win on Tuesday, sorry. Because yesterday, instead, the Phillies were on the wrong side of history. Ben, give me a pretty detailed look into that. What exactly happened there? What was the issue?
The last time there was a no-hitter in the World Series was, 1954?
Don't ask me. I wasn't even alive then.
Something like that. Mr. Don! Forget his last. Don. Oh, my God. I knew it right before I started. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is not good. World Series no-hitters. Don Larson. Oh, I don't know why I couldn't think of that. 1954 was the last time there was a no-hitter in the World Series, and now the Astros added a second last night. Phillies just, it was one of those times where the Phillies just couldn't hit the baseball. It's happened a few times, and tonight was one of those cases. It is what it is. I mean, Kyle Schwarber said it. I don't give a crap. He said a worse word than crap that I'm not going to say, but I mean, you just got to eat it, spit it out, and move on to today.
Agreed. Now, there will be a tougher challenge today. Yeah. Justin Verlander on the mound. I mean, you've talked about him before. He's a front runner. Probably at this point, he's pretty much guaranteed to win the American League Cy Young Award. And to follow him is going to be a pretty well-rested Astros bullpen. They haven't played in 2 days up until yesterday. And then they didn't have to use – I mean, I would say they didn't have to use their high-leverage guys, but their entire bullpen is high leverage. So It's hard to put a specific classification onto certain players when they're all capable of pitching in tough spots. Which that is what I think the Astros have the biggest advantage. They can put anybody in any situation, and there's a pretty good chance they'll succeed. And that's what differentiates them from the Phillies. Like, for instance, today we're going to need Noah Syndergaard to step up big time. We'll get into him in a few minutes. But what are you expecting from Verlander today, especially after we saw his last time out, which was not as sharp as we thought?
Well, we know the stats. Justin Verlander doesn't have a win in the World Series. He has the highest ERA in World Series history. So what do you have to expect? Last time he gave up 5 runs to the Phillies, got off to a solid start. If I were looking at this game, I would expect the same. Justin Verlander stinks in the World Series. It's just a proven fact. Is he due for a great game? Yes. But I don't think that's going to happen today. I think Citizens Bank Park is going to be loud. A lot louder than yesterday, that's for sure. And if they want to win this game, they have to jump on Verlander nice and early so he doesn't get a groove going. He's 39 years old. He's pitching the best he's ever pitched, except for in the World Series. So expect Verlander to look like the Verlander we saw in Game 1.
I think that's the perfect way to put it, Ben. Because, what I noticed throughout his start was in the beginning he was attacking fastballs, and he was really good. I mean, it was just high fastball after high fastball. He's not going to go out there and pump 98 like Frame 97, 98, like Framber, like Zach Wheeler, those guys. He's out there 94, 95, which is still pretty good for a fastball. It's about average what we've seen this postseason.
From a 39-year-old.
Exactly, right. I mean, you see other guys his age in the league are not throwing that hard. I mean,
Not even close.
Anibal Sanchez, right? He has some of the slowest pitches in baseball this season. But I see the game progressed, and I'm not really sure what the idea was here. I haven't gotten a chance to look at all the footage yet of what Dusty Baker said post game, or what Verlander or what Martin Maldonado said post game. I'm not really sure why the approach changed. I don't understand why you would shift to all those breaking balls. It was very obvious. The Phillies were waiting for Verlander to shy away from the fastball, and once he did, there was no going backwards.
Yep.
And for Verlander, there was no going forwards. So I think that if Verlander's going to be successful today, he's going to have a better pitch mix, which is not always easy to do because then you can get predictable. You can tip your pitches if you're not focused on your mechanics. There's a lot that can go wrong, but I think the Phillies are good enough to. Or I should say this way: I think the Phillies are good enough to recognize what Verlander's going to throw and to be able to. I think they're good. I think they're good enough to beat Verlander in the simplest of terms.
They have in the past. They literally did it. How many days ago was that now? Was that a week ago? Yeah, 6 days ago.
Yeah.
They can do it again, and this time it's at Citizens Bank Park in what will hopefully be the loudest crowd we've heard since Game 5 of the 08 World Series.
Right. Speaking of the 08 World Series, who do you have throwing out our first pitch tonight, Ben?
Tonight, throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. It's the perfect choice for Game 5. The perfect man, Brad Lidge, 48 for 48 in 2008, throwing it to the man who called the pitches that year, George Carlos Ruiz. He was on MLB Net. I was just watching MLB Network before I came down here. He used to speak English, right? He wasn't speaking English, and I remember him speaking English, and it was really weird.
Yeah, I don't remember. I can when I first got into the Phillies, it was 2000. I saw him catch for a few months.
What year? You cut out.
Like 15.
Oh, so I got into the Phillies in 2014. So I saw
like
him
a year and a half.
His last year was what? 2016? 27?
He got traded though.
2016. Because I remember 2017 he had that game with the Mariners. But I mean, I was at his last game, I guess, with the Phillies, with him and Howard.
No. Him and Howard didn't go out at the same time. Ruiz got traded at the deadline.
Oh.
I'm almost positive about that. I can actually, this is one of those weird things. I can remember. I was down in New Jersey, and I saw it come through, and I was so upset that they traded Carlos Ruiz. So do I.
I started getting into the Phillies in 2014, but I was born in 2007. I can literally say I got into the Phillies when I was 2007. I feel like I have that much knowledge about the 08, the 07 to 11 teams. I feel like I watched Chooch grow up. So it's weird, but speaking of the final,
I get that.
Speaking of the first pitch, here you go.
Fans on their feet. Rally towels are being waved. Brad Lidge stretches. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball. Brad Lidge does it again and stays perfect for the 2008 season. 48 for 48 in save opportunities, and let the city celebrate. Don't let the 48-hour wait diminish the euphoria of this moment and the celebration. And it has been 28 years since the Phillies have enjoyed a world championship. 25 years in this city that a team has enjoyed a world championship, and the fans are ready to celebrate. What a night. Phil's winning 4-3. As Brad Lidge gets the job done once again.
There you have it.
Yeah, that's very cool there. Obviously, that's probably one of the most relevant things in Phillies history. And I mean, probably. Would you say that's behind Tug McGraw? And I don't think so. I think 2008
1980 was more
more.
special because it was the first one.
This is true, but
But
2008 was more of
2008
an
snapped
interesting
that
story.
streak. Yeah, I mean,
Right now,
2008 snapped that Billy Penn curse. But something else to go with that. I'm a big critiquer of the broadcasters. Harry Callis could not have made a more perfect call than he did. He snuck in the Bradledge perfect season. He got everything out of the way. He got the years of the Billy Penn curse. I mean, it's the most perfect call in Phillies history. It's one of the most perfect in baseball history.
I could not agree more.
And the only thing this playoff race is really missing is that voice. And I've seen a lot of videos with people putting Harry's voice over moments like the Bryce Harper home run. I heard someone put the Mike Schmidt 500 home run audio from Harry Callis over that. And it's awesome. I mean, Scott Fransky and T-Mac have been great, but there's nothing better. It's never going to get better than Harry the Cat.
Agreed. So getting into our lineups, we'll bring you back to 2022 now. Pretty much what you'd expect out of Houston. They've got Jose Altuve and Jeremy Pena up the middle. Jordan Alvarez is in left tonight. Alex Bregman, Kyle Tucker, Yuli Gurriel. Same in the 4-5-6. Nothing there has changed. David Hensley, I'm going to talk about him in a few minutes. Why I think he's getting the start over Aledmus Diaz and Trey Mancini. And I actually think that's a great move by Dusty Baker. He's DH tonight. Chas McCormick, he's in center field. And our Martin Maldonado is back behind the plate despite the no-no.
The Brooklyn Nets have suspended Kyrie Irving.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Like
Alrighty. For the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber's in left, Reese Hoskins is first, JT Realmuto catching Bryce Harper, the DH. Nick Castellanos is in right. Alex Boehm's playing third. Bryson Stott is in shortstop. Gene Secure is playing second base. And Brandon Marsh is in center field. He'll bat ninth. About what you'd expect from the Phillies. They haven't changed up their lineup much. They're facing another righty tonight, which is the exact lineup they had last night. And pretty much, not pretty much, their lineup has been the same every righty they face this postseason. And then during the lefties, they're trying to figure out, should we put in Mundo Sosa, Matt Vierling, how can we fit those guys in? But right now, it just seems that they're sticking with these guys, and I like that.
Yeah.
I'm totally in favor of that.
Don't change with what's been working.
Agreed.
That's not the thing. It's don't change what's not broken. There you go. That's not how it is either. That's the saying. That is.
I guess that's why. Yeah, that works. That's perfect.
Don't change what's not broken.
We turned that off today.
Took a couple shots there.
Nice. All right, so David Hensley getting the start over Aledmus Diaz or Trey Mancini. Ben, do you like this move if you're Dusty Baker? And why'd you do this?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm in favor of it too. I mean, at this point, you have to switch it up. I mean, Aledmus Diaz and Trey Mancini have been awful.
Yeah.
And David Hensley matches up against Noah Syndergaard extremely well.
Yeah.
I talked about this in our live stream a few nights ago, which was a bit of a roller coaster. It was supposed to be a pregame show. It kind of spiraled into like some virtual museum Hall of Fame type of thing. But hey, it was a good time. Anyway, what I was talking about before we got to the climax of the roller coaster is David Hensley and why he was inserted into the Astros lineup against Syndergaard on what would have been Monday. Now he's back in there Thursday, Game 5, against that same guy, Noah Syndergaard. And again, I think this is a great move by Dusty Baker. Very, very good bat-to-ball skills from Hensley. And Noah Syndergaard, he relies on his location and all of his arsenal. That is what makes Noah Syndergaard. That's what's going to make or break his night. If he doesn't have every pitch in his arsenal working, he's just not going to be successful. Because this team knows how to hit. And, I mean, look at their lineup. Jose Altuve is Jose Altuve. Alex Bregman is Alex Bregman. We've seen all the damage he's done this series. Then you got guys in there, Kyle Tucker, Jordan Alvarez, some of the younger guys who have been producing more frequently. And if Syndergaard can't use every pitch he has, he's going to be essentially useless because he's not the same guy that we saw in New York, lower velocity, and he's pitching to contact. He does not get a lot of swings and misses. He relies on weak ground balls, lazy pop-ups to the infield, and all that comes from is deception and patterns. And what I said that I don't think what Justin Verlander did poorly in Game 1 is what Noah Syndergaard's going to rely on. It's the little things for him.
I think Noah Syndergaard comes back tonight and throws a no-hitter by himself because he's a grown freaking man. Let's do it.
Interesting theory.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
By the way, this is the final game for the scoreboard in left field. Was redone in 2011 and will now be one of the biggest scoreboards in baseball for the second time. Because when they first built it, it was the biggest, and now it's one of the smallest, so they're making it one of the biggest again.
Yeah, it's that was announced towards the beginning of the season, and isn't it like Fanatic themed or something? Did I feel like I saw it was Fanatic themed, something with Fanatic? I don't know.
Oh, it was they measured it in Fanatics.
Oh, that's right. You're right. I remember that now. They measured it in Fanatics. It was like 1,200 Fanatics by something earlier.
Yeah, but
what is the size? I think they're like mini Fanatics.
It's 75. It's 70% larger. It's gonna hang over the left field bleachers, which is terrifying.
That is terrifying. That thing could take out like 100 people, like 100.
When the Phillies come back on opening day, we're gonna be blinded by that thing.
Well, I know, but like that could take out 100 people if it falls straight down. I mean, probably more than
I don't think
500.
I don't think it's.
I mean,
fall.
hey, what if the architecture they've got there is not up to speed?
Has anything fallen?
Anyway.
Has anything
That's
ever
all.
fallen out of the sky at a baseball stadium in the last 12 years? Other than people?
That goose during the Dodgers Padres series.
Other than the damn goose that no one cares about? Like any
good
objects that were attached to the stadium. No, we're fine. Just don't walk in left field.
But you said nothing's gonna fall. Come on, man.
Anyway, to get the games, Colin, what do you recommend to get the games?
Get the games. If you're going to games, the best way is to use SeatGeek.
Woo!
By using SeatGeek, you will save $20 or more. $20 on your first order of $50 or more.
Sorry.
Now, it's not a lot right now. When we come back in 2023, what has it been? April 9th, April 6th?
April 6th is opening day.
April 6th. Well, no, it's not opening day. It's the home opener for the Phillies.
The home opener is April 6th.
Right. That is when you can save a boatload of money. All you have to do is use that code Philly Sports Report. Log into your account, find the green dots. The green dots are the seats that we want.
Green.
Only the green. The yellows are no-goes, the reds are no-goes. Find me a green dot, purchase me lay ticket, and use lay code. You all know how it's done. All that information is in the description below. Ben, I'm looking for 2 bells to be rung today. 2 important bells. You know what those 2 bells are?
What?
No, you're supposed to guess here.
Oh, well, the bell,
which signifies a Phillies win.
And a home run.
And the end of school bell. Those are the 2 bells I was looking forward to today. I got one of those bells.
Do you not have school tomorrow? Do you have school tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you?
I do. I don't have school Monday, Tuesday, or Friday next week.
What?
Voting or election day, grading day, and I have no clue why Friday's an off day.
Okay, that's really random.
It's good stuff.
That's great stuff. I'm kind of jealous. But I got one of my bells today. Ben, what is the key to the game if I want to hear another bell?
Keys to the game brought to you by SeatGeek. My keys to the game are to get to Justin Verlander early. The Phillies are so good when getting out to an early lead, getting those first runs. getting up big. And they need to do that tonight if they want to win this baseball game.
Yeah, my key to the game is going to be, see, Ben's focusing at the beginning of the game, which I agree with. I'm going to go to the end of the game. And specifically, I'm going to focus on the bullpen. They were used a lot last night, right? Jose Alvarado came in there. We had the Bellotti pitch, who is supposed to be available. I need some of those guys to step up big time here. The Eflins, the Robertsons, the Bellottis, the Alvarados. I know Alvarado pitched yesterday, but the Phillies are not going to be able to win this game without everybody in their bullpen. Aaron Nola only going.
I'm gonna cut you off here. The first pitch was just thrown by Brad Liz to Chooch.
Slider.
He spiked the slider, and it skipped to the backstop. Awful. They were booed.
Why didn't he block it?
They were booed.
Should have blocked that.
Yeah, he's got a. Chooch. Here, I got a video now. Here we go. Big time. Here we go. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it's not a good way to start the game.
From a catcher's perspective, how do you feel about that?
Oh, I mean, wasn't wearing gear, and I don't think his knees are very bendy anymore, for lack of a better term. So, all
right, back to your key to the game. What was your key?
Oh, you lost me off track there a little bit. My key to the game.
I'm sorry, that's very important stuff.
That is. The bullpen. No one expected Aaron Nola to only go 4 innings yesterday, and unfortunately, that is going to come back to us today and bite us in the butt a little bit. We had to use Andrew Bellotti and oh man, now I'm losing it. Andrew Bellotti, Jose Alvarado, Brad Hand.
Oh no, Colin, can't hear you. I can't hear you. Speak again. Dude, I cannot hear you. Oh no. Hello? No. All right, Colin's key to the game was for the bullpen to pitch well. Brought to you by SeatGeek. We'll try it again. No, nothing. No, nothing. Leave and come back. Now we will go to the SeatGeek standout stats. My standout stat was the last time. I cannot hear you. All right, Colin is leaving. He is going to retry. My SeatGeek standout stat is the last time the Phillies were no-hit was in April or May. I don't remember. Against the Mets in Citi Field. The next night, the Phillies won big. I forget the score. I forgot to write it down. But expect the Phillies to have a big game tonight after all what they answered with yesterday about what they answered yesterday. We'll try it again. Colin.
Hello.
There we go. Very exciting. Anyway, as I was saying, watch for the Phillies to win big tonight coming off the no-hitter. Because so far, they've played well after getting no-hit.
Agreed. Now, this is going to be a very big game for the Phillies. My standout stat, which again is brought to you by SeatGeek, the winner, and I don't know, I keep feeling like I'm repeating myself, but I've gotten obsessed with the whole scenario and the percentage of the team that wins. 70% of the time, the winner of game number 5 in a 2-2 series wins the series. The Phillies can take this one, go back to Houston with a 1-run or a 1-game lead. I am more than confident we can steal one in Houston. I'm not even going to use the word steal.
Whoever
I'm going
wins
to say
this,
just take one leisurely.
yeah, whoever wins this game is winning the World Series.
This is more. This is a preview of Game 7, in my opinion.
Don't say Game 7, please.
Why is that?
I can't.
Oh, no. We're not going to go into the whole denial thing. We're going to Game 7, whether you like it or not. I'm just saying, there's no way that we don't. We can't avoid it.
I'm terrified. I have bad
As am I.
experience. Every single Game 7 I've watched, my team has lost.
I'm not going to tell you.
The Sixers in 2021, 2022, I think. Wait, no, 2019, and the Flyers in 2020. And the 3 Game 7s I had with my team in it, and they lost all of them. So I'm not excited at all. And now I'm terrified.
Neither am I. Now, I do think that a Game 7 would be pretty fun to watch. I mean,
No.
yeah, it would. You'd have Rainer Suarez going up against Lance McCullers. I'm okay with that matchup. Ranger Suarez has been really good.
But still, I might have a heart attack.
Well, that's okay.
No.
We can sacrifice one for the good of the group. I'm kidding.
You're fired. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe
Anyway.
I'll do a heart attack.
Yo, Colin, I got a question for you. We got to wrap this up. Game time's very soon. What is your prediction for
5
tonight?
minutes. 5. Speaking of 5, 5-0 Phillies win. We're going to the Astros.
Woo, kicking some Astros.
That was a good
What's
one.
your score prediction?
5-0.
Oh, 5-0. Okay.
We're Astroing the Astros.
All right.
Maybe
I
not
don't
the
think-
no-hitter part, but the shutout part.
I don't think it's going to be 5-0 at all. But I am stealing your number 5. And I'm going Phillies win 5-3.
That's more
And they will-
realistic. Noah Syndergaard's not allow a run, whether he goes 3 for 112.
He might not
innings,
allow
whatever.
a run, but the bullpen will.
Who?
I don't know. We'll see.
Come
what
on,
we
just
get.
shout me a name. Maybe you'll end up being correct. Miraculously.
David Robertson. We'll give up
Oh, I
one.
like D-Rob.
Sir Anthony Dominguez will give up one. And Andrew Bellotti will give up one. I don't know. I'm just coming up with names. I don't know.
Man, this is my
but-
3 favorite guys in the bullpen. Especially
I don't know.
Bellotti. I'm a big Bellotti guy.
We'll see. Andrew Baloney.
Andrew Baloney.
Andrew Baloney. It's Wilden at the bank.
Wilden.
Wilden at the bank. Let's get a blaster.
Oh, was that the right sound? I don't think it was. There we go.
Very much the right sound. Comment your predictions, even though none of you did. That will do it for tonight's show. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Follow us on all of our social medias. If you like this new scroll thing at the bottom, I worked on that today.
Oh, yeah, looks very
Follow
good.
us
Make
on
sure to
Twitter.
go to Philly.
Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok.
And make
Follow
sure to go
us.
to phillysports.com to find the post-game write-up for game number 5, game number 6, and the potential game number 7 of this World Series. Thank you all for listening. We are entering game 5 in just about 3 minutes. Looking to take a lead. This is
Let's
Colin
go.
Daly and Ben Goldstein coming at you live from Philly Sports. Enjoy the game, everybody.